Okay, we have finished our Creaturescape. We've done everything we can to integrate it into the scene, to work with its pose, to work with the lighting on it, to work with the texture and the environment. And now we post our image. But for this proving ground, we need some other things, matching the rubric. We need to identify the accurate resolution, pixels per inch, and physical format, which you can also think of as the print size, while identifying which of the two main types of digital art resolution your Creaturescape is sized for. So is it made for print or is it made for screen? So I've done that underneath my image, as you will. It is 12.5 by 11.5 inches at 350 pixels per inch. That's PPI. And that is good for print resolution. If it's 300 at 8 by 10, which is the smallest standard print size that we use, then it's good for print resolution. If it were, let's say, 72 pixels per inch, then it would be good for screen resolution. That is standard minimum screen resolution. But I just want you to be honest and clear about what your image's potential is for printing or for putting on the screen. And then the next part for the rubric is, did we place our creature into a landscape in a way that utilized a common light direction and accommodated for the angle of the creature's anatomy? So does the creature look like it sits into that environment, and does the lighting feel like it matches the environment, right? And lighting is more than just lights and darks. It's also the temperature of the lighting. And between using direct adjustments and tool adjustments and using some texture fills and atmosphere and kind of merging everything together, I've done my best to make that true for this image. And then the third part of the rubric. Did you explain how your creature is intended to interact with its environment in your post, accounting for atmospheric and practical concerns? For example, how does your creature breathe, shelter, and eat in this environment? So this is where you get to actually sell your concept. This is often the thing that concept artists will get handed to them. It's what's called the brief. We want you to design a swamp fox. The swamp fox hunts mostly at dawn under a veil of evening mist that masks its smell and heavy breathing to prey. Its red fern-like mane provides camouflage in the mossy rocks where it stalks on silent padded paws. It is a solitary creature and only acts with others of its species in late spring for mating season. So that helps understand. Someone else might see this image and they might make a story between how it relies on these mushrooms for its psychedelic experiences. I don't know. You can come up with anything, but you just want to show that you're thinking about how they interact and making an argument for it. All right, once you have all of that, go ahead and post it, and then we're going to do a critique. And in this critique, you're simply going to answer the question, does this Creaturescape make sense? So because this is not you answering the question for your own work, instead it will be a class critique on your concept. Do you guys think that this Creaturescape makes sense with the information given? So it's like a pass-fail thing. Do you think it makes sense or it doesn't make sense? And it's like an audience seeing it and saying, yeah, that's cool, versus, man, they should have worked harder on that. It's like looking at the Dr. Seuss Grinch Stole Christmas movie, the original, and then looking at the Jim Carrey one, and then saying, the Jim Carrey one's kind of weird. They did some things right. So that's how we're going to finish this project off. So if you notice any glaring issues with your finished art, you want to address them in your narrative. Help us understand, why there's something weird in there and how it relates. Okay?